Alrighty, welcome back to the Seminole Hard Rock $5,300 Poker Championship. My name is Michael Lockie. I'm joined by Scott Baumstein now. Scott, welcome to the booth.
Thank you very much for having me. Good to be here. Played yesterday, bagged last night. Happy to see what these guys are mixing it up with.
Yeah, do a little research the night before. I like it.
Know a couple of these guys from playing down here, and of course we have the end boss himself, Darren Elias, in the 2-seat here.
Yes, Darren is quite a legend. Played with him many times down here. The end boss is a wonderful nickname. All right, actually going to start with Paul. Blinds are up to 500 and 1,000 now, so Paul's going to make it 2,500 with his pocket tens.
A decision here with 2 9s, probably going to lean call, but actually it looks like he's going for the 3-bet. Probably can mix in some of those.
See Dino 8,500 here, pocket nines. And Paul looks like he's got about 30,000 total, roughly. Does he want to bust on his first hand on the stream? It's funny how it can change some stuff. Oh man, look at him! Look at him! Oh no!
Wow, this is a very tight fold. We should probably be peeling here, and at least seeing what develops on that flop.
Or nines, but you know.
So you got the number, right?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
And you remember my name, Shawn.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah, put it in.
Yeah.
Put Shawn the Taylor.
Yeah. Okay.
It's non-stop.
Shawn the Taylor.
Never stop. Always working. Always.
I like it.
Shawn the Taylor was hemming some pants on the break.
I did hear that. He was taking care of business. Some people bring the laptop to the poker table. Some people can bring the hems. You never know. Businesses must roll on.
Made a very tight fold there. He's not going to be happy to hear about that one later.
You know, I always wonder how often those kind of things happen when they're not on streams, and you just assume that they're folding the 7-8 off, and like it's actually just like 2 jacks hitting the muck out of nowhere. It's a fascinating game.
I think about how often you potentially fold the winner, but you
Right.
don't even realize it.
Dino continues the aggression here in the hijack. Jack 10 offsuit. Omar's on the button here, looking like he's grabbing some raisin chips.
I like this aggression, our offsuit Broadway kind of hands. We tend to go in for a little bit more 3-bets.
Yeah, I definitely prefer mixing in some 3-bets with the offsuited ones.
Our suited hands, we're going to tend to actually call a little bit more often because they have a little bit better post-flop playability.
Yeah, you want to keep those blinds in there. You want to play multi-ways a little more often. Yeah, you don't have to play any post-flop sometimes.
Just the singles are lucky chips.
Recognize Daniel Blum in C8 there.
Yeah.
Long-time player down here. $200,000 for seat 1. Things must be going quite well for Shawn the Tailor.
What I know of Shawn, he definitely puts a lot of chips in the pot. I think we're going to see him playing a lot of hands here.
It's exciting.
That's how you build up a stack like that.
Yeah, it was a little surprising yesterday. Every table we went to was like people had tons of chips for what I felt like the stage of the tournament wasn't all that realistic. But then today, the first 2 tables we had, everyone was just kind of like not as, like there weren't as many coolers or whatever. So they were more passing chips back and forth. $2,100 here from Daniel in the hijack. Ace-10 offsuit.
We should be defending here with the 7-6 offsuit for what's basically a min raise.
Well, after he raised folded the 10s, I wasn't 100% sure, you know. It's a big blind worth attacking either way.
A little tricky here for Paul. He does flop the gut shot to the nuts, but facing any reasonably sized bet from Daniel, we're relatively shallow here. 1,400 might just entice him to continue, and he will. Does take the passive line to just call here. Certainly could have mixed in some raises here. Would prefer to have maybe a backdoor flush draw if we do that.
Queen of Diamonds does bring a diamond draw in. Kind of a irrelevant card for both players.
Yeah, look, that Queen of Diamonds here is just going to be a huge brick. It's just never going to hit Paul in any meaningful way. And Daniel does continue here.
Yeah. I made it home, took a shower, hem the 2 pair of jeans, come back, eat something in the food court, and made it right on time. Crazy, right?
As advertised.
Was able to drive home, do some tailoring, still get some dinner, make it back in time.
True professional. Late registration is still open for this $5,300 championship. This is Flight B, so this will be your last 2-hour window to register. About 9:15 real time is when that is going to complete.
Also a $3,000 buy-in, million guarantee tomorrow if you can't make it tonight.
That is the absolute next step in the ladder progression.
And you know they're thinking it's possible. You know maybe get a little overlay in that one.
Do you remember if it overlaid last year?
It overlaid a couple of years. It did overlay once in the last 2 years. I do remember.
This is the first time it's a 3K though, right? It was like a 25 or something.
It was 2,650, 2,700.
Yeah, I had a couple. It's moved around a little bit. But yes, it is actually an amazing post limb.
You got more to say than
A lot of people with their bad beat stories from the main, trying to get unstuck.
Oh, my friend is still
So you said you bagged yesterday.
so you're pretty
I
quiet.
did. I bagged and
I lost my
about
voice
twice
for
what I
2 days
started
ago,
with,
and
and I
ever
played
since
for
then.
about 2 hours, so I'll take it.
That's we call that efficiency.
Yeah,
I know.
good hourly.
Guys, you keep on taking all my chips, man. What do you want me to do?
Well, best of luck tomorrow.
Your chips, okay?
Hopefully we'll see you on a future table in the
Still
future,
want your chips.
preferably the final.
I'll give you a shot to take them.
Been a while since I cashed in a tournament, so I'll take what I can get at this point.
They're a tricky little Little devil, those tournaments.
That's Steve, right? I didn't get Steve. I don't know.
He doesn't have a mic.
And Shawn the Taylor here. 4,000, the 4-deuce suited.
I like it already. First time seeing him in action. Goes to the 4X with from the hijack here with 4 high. That's going to be good enough.
Buckle up, boys and girls.
That was one of my favorite hands I just had.
I don't think it's the camera. It's the new guy. Everybody's afraid to show him.
You'll see it later.
Yeah, you can tell us now.
No, after you look at it. Yeah, I love that hand. I crack kings. I crack a lot. I crack aces with that hand.
Something suited. It's like a middle suited.
Suited.
It's gotta be.
Lower than
They
middle.
say that. Lower than
Okay, I'll tell you guys. Deuce 4.
You cracked aces with it.
Suited.
No, I know you had 6-4. 6-4.
I cracked aces with 6-4.
Now we're hearing the story about how that 200K stack came to fruition. 6-4 against aces. Omer opens up the action for 2,200. Ace-9 offsuit. Darren pocket 10s in the hijack. Just calls.
Omer with the early position +1 raise. Darren didn't want to have to 3-bet, and then facing a 4-bet with 2 10s would put him in an awkward situation. Wow, the 9s versus 10s once again.
And the 9s are putting on the pressure. Squeezed 10,000 now from the button.
Yep, Darren played it safe, just calling with
Eliott
the 10s.
putting in a quarter of his stack here.
I think Darren's pretty close to the top of his range here. Omer's going to have to fold, but I think Darren's going to continue here and call and see and flop, I would expect.
I can't pretend to know what this guy's thinking right now.
I would imagine Darren's going to call here and then be willing to stack off in a flop that doesn't contain an ace, a king, and probably a queen.
Seems reasonable. Do you ever have a back raise? Seems a little unnecessary.
I don't think back raising here accomplishes very much.
Yeah, I
because
think I
all
agree
you
with
do
that.
is well, Darren disagrees with me because I feel like Eliott sort of is going to play relatively perfectly against this, and what I mean by that is he's going to call with his jacks plus, he's going to call with his ace king. I don't think we really expect him to have a lot of 9s, but he did find the exact hand that he could beat here. I think 9s is the only hand that Darren is going to dominate, and he's going to have jacks through aces as well and be dominated and have some flips here. But
These guys have also been playing together for a little while. Maybe there's a little history we're not familiar with.
But Darren he really does finds the exact perfect hand. Darren certainly can never fold here. He's way too strong, but found the hand he wants him to show up with.
Good game, man.
Nice hand.
And Darren Elias going with the elimination. The end boss.
Nice.
Hey, so how did you get back? How did you get back the same seat? I knocked you out, and you went and buy back in, and you got back the same table, same seat. Wow.
Yes, already got it.
So now
You're
the
allowed
whole
one
world
time,
knows
you
my
get-
second bullet.
Oh, that's your second bullet. That's
Either way, you're welcome.
How many bullets yesterday?
17.
17.
I'm here for the prize pool.
I only did 1 bullet today. None yesterday. I got here late.
This is a single reentry per flight tournament, so
Stuck that much in cash.
max 4 bullets. But Shawn's going to have an opportunity to bust the same guy twice, it sounds like.
Yesterday on our stream, somebody got eliminated and they came back to the same seat.
Shawn puts in the call, +1 with 9-6 offsuit. Warned you this guy was going to be playing a lot of hands here. So far, not disappointing.
Very hard to play against, even when you know how wide they can be.
Seat 7 call, seat 8 option. Option checks.
Fake was out there. Gave us a fake.
All right, 3 players to the flop.
Seat 7 checks, seat 8 checks. Seat 1 bet 2,000.
6-9 takes the lead. Fires in 2,000. Just like that. Another pot.
Welcome, man. What's
Welcome.
up?
Welcome.
Uh-oh, look who's here. What's up, Matty?
Now joining us, local legend, Matty Bretsfield.
One of the best dealers in the house.
Welcome.
How you doing? You okay?
As long as I got position on you, I feel good.
Always takes the players a little bit of time to adjust.
It's quiet in here.
Yeah, you're too serious.
I think Matt just bought in here and
Just
wasn't
started.
moved.
We'll get it going.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah, we get the pleasure for this level. This is kind of the chance to re-enter or build a stack phase. So as long as they're selling their first bullet, a couple players may decide to gamble it up a little.
Yep, that will bring for an interesting dynamic near the end of the second level we do here. Because registration closes at the next break, so if people have maybe below a starting stack, people might be more inclined to gamble a little bit.
Jack 10 in the small blind going to complete. And Omer in the big blind going to check. Flush draw for Daniel.
Omer is, Dan is effectively trapping there. I probably put in a 1 big blind bet with my 4-5 off here with backdoor straight and flush draws with the 5 high and no showdown value.
That 1 big blind stab just is so effective in these blind limp pots. Gets so much done.
It wouldn't have worked against the Jack 10.
Right. It would have failed here, but
usually it works. It works enough at the time, especially when you have sort of you
the worst of the worst, right?
Yeah, and you need to have some equity, and having the backdoor straight and flush draw sort of is enough. You're not going to have a pair often enough, or a straight draw or a flush draw often enough.
Queen of Hearts does complete Dino's flush. Omer missed a straight draw.
Wow, that's a great check. And Omer sort of has to bluff at this here. He cannot show up with a worse hand than this. What a great check with the made flush by Daniel, the big flush. Depending on his sizing here. Yeah, and he goes for a value bluff. A small size bluff. Try to get him off some, some king highs, maybe a 9.
Even just some missed spade draws, anything.
Yeah, but for this sizing, Daniel's going to have to raise it here. It's not going to matter what he does.
Yeah, I would expect a raise for sure. Here it comes.
8,100.
have been a tough story to sell the 3-bet here.
At least I came for a fun hand the first one.
Nice hand for Daniel.
The big blind?
Good over there, Shawn.
Huh?
Looking good over there, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sitting next to my idol here. You know this is my idol, right?
He's a lot of people's idol, you know.
Yep. It's a dream. It's a dream come true for me.
What, to have him in position on you?
To play next
Darren's
to my
like, I'm
idol.
having a good time myself. Kidding, of course.
Shawn did
Yeah,
write
definitely
on his
right now, maybe in 2 hands,
info
you know?
sheet that his favorite player is Darren Elias.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if that was a troll or not originally, but I kind of believe him
Yeah,
now.
I don't think he's trolling. I think he means it.
About the time when your idols become your rivals. Steve's going to open up the action for 2,500. Ace-Jack offsuit. Playing just shy of a starting stack.
Daniel can certainly probably tend to 3-bet this, but you can certainly mix in some calls.
Those call the ace-queen suited on the button.
Shawn is definitely not folding King 10 in the big blind.
You're a grown man's idol.
Yeah, I'm wondering if some of Daniel's flats have to do with our Shawn the Taylor in the big blind here. Well, Daniel now has an 8% hand because his queen would give Shawn a straight. Does have some backdoor flush equity. Steve does outflop him with ace-jack.
I expect Shawn to continue here.
Just a couple days ago. You been here?
A very disciplined fold here with the ace-queen suited.
2 days later.
2 overs, backdoor straight and flush
Two
draw.
whole months.
Shawn's not folding a gut shot to the nuts here. He's here to play.
Had a pretty good dealing.
Yeah, that king might be good. You never know.
So I stayed out there for another week.
Sometimes the 10's good.
You good series?
Huh?
Good series?
Yeah, pretty good. Final table to Big O. And then a couple of deep other ones besides that.
Yeah, having a pretty good summer. That's a sick brag. Ooh,
Wow.
Let's it go.
I feel like I'm going to have difficulty predicting what Shawn is going to do here because I didn't think we'd see a fold.
I didn't feel like running, you know, and I needed a gutter ball. So strong.
Got queen
Him
eight.
in the pot. Otherwise, I would.
I had queen eight, of course.
Hand was so-
I'm thinking the same thing. Bink.
King 10. I needed the queen.
I needed the
I
10.
feel like chasing you down.
He wasn't
It's
feeling
too
it.
early.
It's getting late.
We are just getting started. All right. Our new player, Matt, opens up the action. 2,200, King Jack offsuit. Bunch of trash.
You gotta lock it up.
4-5 for Darren in the big blind. Does defend. Ten seven forward, 2 hearts. Both players check.
I think we have enough equity there with the 2 overs, backdoor straight and flush draw. We should be continuing here. Darren does have the best hand here, but he gets to take it away on the turn here all the time now.
Six of spades definitely helped Darren's hand. 1,800 is going to get it done.
Yeah, I got it.
Darren Elias, 109,000. Shawn the Taylor, 205. Dino sitting at 97,000. Everyone else vying for position.
We play rotation or something? Add some 4-card and 5-card.
I'm fine with that.
I finally have an advantage in something.
Like,
Matty B is a local Omaha tournament goat. He's the 4 or 5 card tournament end boss
There you go.
in Florida.
Shawn the Taylor on the button, ace jack suited, comes in for the raise 3,500.
He's coming in for these raises. He's going big,
35,000.
FX and everyone holds.
and
Clarify for us.
he hasn't been getting action when he does that.
Yeah. Nice button, man.
Problem with going too big with your like strong, medium strong hands is that when you get action, you're generally beat.
I have to pick that up in my repertoire, you know? 3.5X.
Cards go flying. Get him in the right spot. Last night you guys finished 1K, 2K?
Yes, that's.
Are they doing like 2,500 tomorrow, roughly?
Start at 2,500 on day 2.
Bagged about 100?
Yep, bagged
Cool.
just south of 100,000.
There you go.
I'll take it. What could have been a 20K was only a 5K, so.
That's right. You're still alive. The Dino raised pocket queens here, 2,200. That's going to defend the 5-4. Bottom pair for Matt. Ace on the board is concerning for both players.
Yep, like the small C bet here, as I think
Too
we
easy.
should be
I'm
doing
easy to
with,
play against.
with range.
I mean, you didn't even think about it.
And hold them, I'm easy to play against.
Hold them. PLO is a different story, right?
Ask around, ask
5
around.
card? Yeah, 5 card.
Put this guy at the table.
That's why I don't play that 5.
Seat open.
He's coming.
Yes.
Get him in here.
Now we'll get some.
Get Caldo over here right now.
Matt did flop bottom pair there. Chose not to continue for the downsized bet. I think we should probably be peeling one there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was thinking about floating with bottom pair there, you know? And I was like, you know what? Maybe next time.
24?
Call.
Okay. Loose open +2 with the ace-4-0.
Shawn's going to come along ace jack offsuit and hijack.
I think in position, Darren is probably going to want to see
Yeah.
C3 here. He knows he might be able to win a big pot if he flops the set. And
So tempting with Shawn in the pot.
yeah, and he's just going to be in position here, so he's going to be able to maneuver and win some pots he probably shouldn't as well.
Uh-oh,
And
the
wow.
big show.
Big show Caldo. Let's sit down and spice things up.
Oh, boy.
Little good random seat draw we got here.
You know, here.
You know, there's only certain types of people buy dead right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is, they usually got the fun.
So we're going to go 4 ways here. Steve's going to defend the queen 6 off.
Or whatever, if they do it here.
We have 4 players.
Might be trouble for Omer here. He flops his top pair, but Shawn's going to have him beaten. Given how we think he's been playing all day, it might be tough for him to get away from without putting some chips in here. And Shawn has already busted him from the tournament earlier today, apparently.
Yeah, that is correct.
He has the opportunity to do it here a second time.
He's reaching for raising chips.
This is going to put Shawn in Omer in a tough spot here. He does flop top pair, backdoor nut flush draw, backdoor wheel draw, and then you get raised by the most aggressive player at the table. But Shawn went really big. I think he's letting him. I think he went so big that he's giving Omer an out here.
Yeah, I agree.
If he bet a smaller sizing, I think Omer probably continues. But I think Omer's got to look at his
He
face
just
like
knows he's basically committed to all of it. It's does he want to risk 35,000 here, or does he just want to have 32 back or whatever?
Just based on Omer's response visually to that big bet, I think he's sort of given it away in his face that he's planning on folding. But nope.
Talked himself back into it.
He did look uncomfortable, but.
Seven doesn't change a thing.
Doesn't improve Omer's hand at all.
And Omar's got 23,000 now. 35K in the pot.
Shawn's going to put him in here, I would imagine. And
I would expect him to.
Given that Omer now he also blocks the flush.
Yeah, he's got the ace of hearts.
Any combination of straight draw now got in there with the 7 would have improved Shawn's hand. He's blocking Omer's blocking Shawn having hearts in this spot. He's got the weakest ace.
It's the pretty wildest of bluff catchers.
Yep, and I don't think it's not a good card for us to call off with on the turn here. Obviously, maybe if we pick up a heart on the turn.
Wait on purpose. Yeah, like a stupid concert and the other thing.
Yep, this isn't the turn card we want to stack
Did you just
off
get
with
married
here.
to the backdoor flush on the flop? I mean.
Well, we do that sometimes because, okay, we can decide to stack off if we turn a heart, a 4.
Right.
An ace, it is what it is, even though we're going to be beat. Maybe a 2 or a 3, we're going to pick up some additional outs for the straight draw. But a 7, an offsuit 7 just isn't going to be it.
I used to live right over there. I was over there for
When you give action, you get action. That's the old cliche.
Yeah, it's hard to see what air balls he's going to have here.
Yeah, I agree. It seems optimistic. What is he gonna just like be going crazy with a 9?
I can't wait to see this hand on TV.
He does show it though. They both show.
Darren's looking for reaction on the folder.
Needed a hard turn there.
They didn't have to wait for TV.
Omer did find the good fold on the turn there, but I think his mistake in the hand was just opening it to begin with, opening the ace-4 off in early position. Just puts you into spots like that. You're just going to be.
I think even out of position on the flop, like if you're going to fire the flop bet, fine. But when you get raised, such a large sizing for such a big chunkier stack, especially if you're planning to folding on most non-improved turn cards. Maybe we could have found a fold earlier. I don't know.
409.
So easy to say from the booth.
How much they got? They have 4-9 right now?
Yes.
That's what they got yesterday.
That's what we're saying. That's why it's funny.
They had 1,100 last year. The number dropped so much.
What?
I think they had 1,100 last year. Total interest.
1,078.
5,000 they get less. 3,500 they get more buy-ins.
Right now it's about 800.
818.
Not the guarantee,
They always hit the game.
You know what it is? The Cherokee.
See?
Cherokee's going out right now too.
Oh, in North Carolina.
Huh? What? I've never been there.
I've never been either. It's good?
If you go to SHRPO.com, you can check out the full year-long schedule of events way in advance.
I heard the 5 card.
Any tournament operators at Cherokee or other stops that choose to compete do so at their own
I'll get the one. This
desire.
last year was a little better.
Every event is off the charts.
I chopped it.
Every.
I don't think Shawn's going to fold the 6-3 suited.
Every event. Every event.
Oh
No, I
yeah.
chopped last year.
yeah.
This event last year.
Oh, this event last year?
4 of us.
That's how much I like it.
Really?
4,000.
And Darren going with the isolation of 4,000. Ace-7 suited. deep here in the small blind pocket fours.
Hi, Renee.
The last song. That last one was just 40K. $300.
300 people?
Can't believe it. $300.
Call.
No, $300.
Oh, $300.
$300. Reach out for me.
3 players to the flop.
Did I get? 490.
Great. Three roll half the series.
Looked like it hit the field more
Yeah,
than it
three-roll
actually
half the
did.
series.
Trays for Shawn.
Yeah, I know that.
Four
That's
still in the
problem. I
lead.
don't want to play so much poker,
But
but
Darren sort of connects with this in a few different ways with his backdoor straight and flush draw. Certainly going to be betting this year because there's going to be a lot of turn cards that he's going to be able to continue to barrel here.
Hard to repeat.
I'm going to New York. Right after
This is a very tight fold.
Going to New York.
Fours just going to be
Going to
strong
show
enough
out.
here. There's just 2 overcards, and Darren not likely to
strong.
have a 5x or a 9x on his 4x isolation. He's going to have some overpairs, but you know it's going to be a lot of ace highs, a lot of Broadway
I haven't been
cards.
to New York in over 2 years. My
So
dad
4
said.
for the pair of fours
Time to
there
go.
for the quarter pot
People to
c-bet.
see.
Just generally going to be strong enough here. Same thing
Yeah,
with
it's perfect.
Sean's now. Sean's now
70 degrees,
3-6.
slight breeze.
He's got bottom pair as well as backdoor straight and flush draws.
Girl, it's still
So-
He
in
did
that
check
breeze.
raise. Okay, I thought I saw
Oh,
him
he does
put a check
raise.
raise in
Okay,
there.
wow.
I
Actually,
really thought that's what I saw, but
I thought
the
that's what-
graphics hadn't caught up yet.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, so Darren's a little suspicious of this. Does call the check raise, and Shawn just drills the tray of clubs to send his hand into the stratosphere.
I kind of like the hand that Shawn chose. He chose a hand that he had a pair. He had some ways to improve in the turn to keep barreling. Even though Darren's going to be suspicious of this, he really has a nothing burger here.
Yeah.
Not even in case he's up against the 9 even. He's only has 1 overcard. I think Darren was calling a little bit to float in position pretty
To
deep.
try to pick up equity.
Yeah,
for
pick up
sure.
a spade or an ace on
Yeah,
the
you
turn. I
forgot to
think
put on
now
your
with
mic,
this
buddy.
offsuit 3, I can't imagine Darren can continue.
Yes,
Although
they
it is a
do.
tiny,
You know why? 'Cause
tiny
it's the only
bet.
that's getting set.
Yeah, 8,000 into what, 38? Yeah. Darren's gonna let it go.
Do it for you.
You want to see this one in the comments?
Does it show him? This is interesting.
You want to
It's his
see?
hero.
Yeah, show us. Show your idol. You gotta show your idol one.
The board had paired, right?
You gotta show your idol one.
What the board had paired with?
Oh,
Threes. Oh, three.
don't show him the 3, Shawn.
Thanks.
Yeah, you keep poking the bear. There you go. He's gonna maul you at some point.
Good.
The 6 got face down, right?
Yeah, he just showed the 3.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume
Shove the
Darren.
6.
I'm assuming Darren's putting him on a full house more so than random 3 of a kind.
Trick me.
It's my idol.
Teach me.
It's my idol.
You wanna do that?
That's why I love.
When you have one of the best players
How you
in
know
the
the
world
comment.
on your
That's why I
direct
want to
left,
learn from.
You wanna check raise your idol with bottom pair and show him how you do it.
wouldn't be patting him on the back to let him know you're making some good folds against you.
I just want to learn how to know what cards are coming.
Yeah, you just wanna know when you hit that bottom pair.
I want to know how you knew it was coming. The usual for you, buddy.
Oh, it's on me. I'm sorry.
Wonder how the hand would have played out if he had just called the flop.
Call.
Should I
I
call
think
every hand
Darren
too,
would tend
probably?
to check back there on the turn. I mean, his
Yeah,
ace high is going to be.
three's a bad card for him, really.
Well, his ace high is just going to be the best hand there sometimes.
I don't know.
Might
he was
try to
awake
get the
last
showdown.
night before he did the same exact thing last
Fair.
night.
What do you for quads?
Huh?
We get
He had
quads
some
last
weaker
night?
hands. He
showed it.
might do some
He
betting.
Check raise and then bottom pair, paired on the turn, and then he bets again and shows the card. Like it was 3-6-9. He
Goose
check
drink
raised.
wine?
3-6-9.
The goose drink
Young
wine?
girl fine.
Check raise.
Just me and him.
3 on the turn and bets again.
Maybe he had quads. Maybe he had quads.
That's what he said. He said, "What do you have quads?"
Yeah.
No, but he looked at his cards before he flipped one. So.
He wanted to see what suit he wanted to show. It's important.
Maybe it was a full
Was it
house.
three-
Maybe it was a
was
full
it
house
three-
though.
6-9 or 3-5?
It's funny because Matt said the wrong board, and
That's how the
the way
song
Matt
goes.
read the board, he would have had a full house, but that's not where the board was.
No 5.
Sean under the gun. I think he's going to play this hand.
I'm a better. I'll tell you
gonna
guys,
limp.
I'm a
He'll
better
fold
tailor.
king 8,
I'm
but he'll
better
play
tailor.
6-3 suited.
He just limped 6-5 offsuit.
Oh, you're a good
Oh,
seller.
but 8-2 offsuit's not going
That's
to
a
be good.
that's a tough one for
I
anyone.
think he's going to fold.
I'm better at tailoring.
It's funny,
than
he
poker,
noticed,
guys.
he just like, before looking at his cards, he reached for his chips to call.
Yep.
And then looked and decided to
I've
fold.
been trying to get this guy to be a customer for the longest, to hook him up, because I
Be a
know
good client to have.
he
You wear
dressed,
nice
he
clothes.
dressed
So
very
his just
nice.
I
sort
just
of initial instinct is just to sort of reach for calling
I used
chips.
to see.
I mean, I'm going to give you like 30 shirts at one time.
Yeah, yeah.
I need them all.
Talking about Caldo.
Wait, bro, look at him. He's excited. Look,
No, I've
he's
been
more
trying to
excited
get
about
him.
that than getting all them chips
Of course.
right
Yeah.
Ask him. I just tell him what I did on the dinner break.
You
Tell
got two pairs of pants somebody just bought in the shops. They need them done right away.
I went home.
went home,
and,
he's
and,
running
and
No
put
way.
it right away and come
Just the
back.
bottoms.
Just the hem, 2 pair of jeans.
That's still cool.
Yeah, that's what I did on my dinner break. I went and hem 2 pair of jeans and come right
now. How
back.
much you charge for that?
25 each. Yeah, I'll make $50.
Must tear a lot of pants to buy into this thing.
Huh?
Must tear a lot of pants to buy into this thing.
All my jeans are too long.
Oh, to buy
What happens when we're short, buddy?
No, I do a lot.
But no shirts. I want to get sure.
He wants them tighter to show off.
You want them tapered? Yeah.
I lost my belly, so.
I told you a long time ago. Come and see me.
Trying to take my card.
I
Not
don't
bad.
suits.
It's
You
not
raised
bad.
the last one.
Suits, I do everything.
Yeah, that one would have worked last time. You would have liked it.
We have Shawn in the big blind here, so that means we're going to see a
How long
flop.
you been here? We're here at this table.
Like 3 minutes before you. 5 minutes before you.
Were they rotating it?
Yeah, every 2 hours or something like that. As Renee agrees with me, I know I'm right now.
Shawn had said before that 4-2, it was
She said
4-2
you're
suited
right.
was his favorite hand, but I
100%.
think he's going to play the 4-2 off,
Is every 2 hours or
given
hours?
his affinity.
Nope.
Oh,
Wow.
I see, I'm always going to guess wrong with him.
Suited and booted
Yeah.
is what matters.
2 kings.
He'd already said 4-2 suited was his favorite hand. 4-2 off, right in the garbage.
Yep.
I don't care either way. You know, I got 8-5 offset, buddy. I can't do anything with those hands. Not yet.
He gives him every time he raises his calls.
Switching like
When I raise
I asked how long it featured. That's what I said.
That's the thing. He knows he's going to beat you, but lose to him. So he can.
Listen, I knocked him out already for the day.
He knocked him out.
He has all the confidence.
So I
He busted him and he came back to the same routine.
I basically.
He let you know? Yeah, he reminded you.
Busted him today.
Well, just in case you forgot that it
He
was him that knocked you
he
out.
rebought and came back to the same exact seat.
Same seat. Could you believe it?
I'd be pissed.
Same
At least
seat.
put me on the other side of this guy.
Table, same seat. He got.
As soon as he came back, he started salivating.
We're going to be around tomorrow. We are having the $3,000 no limit event, $1 million guarantee, the
He had like
second post-slim event in the Big Four.
Went down to 150. Now he's got 240. You know.
I went to.
Nobody afraid to come check that out. Fire
More
away.
than 240.
Meet your poker
Leave
idols.
him alone. That's my tuna.
That's my two.
What is it?
Torture them like Shawn.
Just for him.
Just for him.
You gonna do it?
Stay far from my tuna, guys.
And on Monday, 1,100, 500K guarantee as well
Yeah,
as the
Monday you get to
25K
choose your adventure, the small buy-in to the big buy-in, 1,100 to the 25K.
to complete the Big Four.
So this is good here. The whole time? All right, thank you.
Just best feature.
His best feature is the back of his head.
That's why he's doing it. Get a load of this.
After the stream ends is roughly when the player party starts as well, Scott. Anybody listening to this, if you have a ticket for the main event yesterday or today, you'll be able to get into that player party. Food will be provided by Kuro. All sorts of appetizers and hors d'oeuvres. There'll be 2 drinks per player. And lots of fun, laughs, and kicking back. Join the vibes.
Uh-oh. Shawn's got the goods this time. And against 2 of the same hands, so their outs, we're going to be a little bit dead here.
All right, Omar's about to have. Oh, I thought he was set to get in there.
Bro, you're in the hand, Sean's in the hand.
Whoa!
Nice hand, Sean.
There's no, I'll never be able to figure out what's
He
going
just
on.
flat called the button with 2 kings. Third player in.
Anytime I think I'm guessing what he's going to do has been just
What
completely
a bastard.
wrong.
What an absolute bastard this guy is. He's gonna torture somebody post flop.
4 players.
Tell you, by not raising, he did keep in Paul in the big blind with the ace-9, who would have folded otherwise if it was 3-bet. But Matt and Omer are just going to be done with this hand here.
Seat 1 bet 6,000.
If you're in Paul's shoes, it's going to be tough to fold to Shawn to a single bet, but I've noticed that the limited amount we've seen of him, when he's betting, he sort of has tend to have it.
Just completely tortures people. 3 kings.
Silence is deafening all of a sudden.
Pretty quiet.
So I'm just saying.
Good fold. Pretty sick fold.
Wow.
Seat 5 fold. Seat 9 fold.
Wow, that was easy.
Wait,
That
wait,
was
wait,
easy.
wait, wait.
Show him, go
Paul
ahead,
was
show him.
completely dead with his
Wow.
Tennis, please.
top pair. And he's getting shown that he's made another good
Darren
fold.
just whipped his head over when he saw that second king.
I would never put you on that hand.
Wow.
Nice hand.
I folded an ace. I just had
You
a.
folded an ace?
Yeah, it's about what I thought you might have.
You had him on kings?
You just hold.
Got him on kings.
I thought he might have like
Just say right.
The only words Darren has said.
Wow.
My game is very, you can never figure me out.
It's true.
That's
Very sneaky.
That's
very
all I
sneaky.
I can see the cards, and I can't figure them out.
That's a wild one.
Just having fun. It's nice when it works out.
right. See,
Seat 5 fold.
you see, he's coaching well. He's
That's why you
to figure out,
with the sign. Oh my God, it all makes sense, man.
I don't think Darren taught you that one. I know you got a flat in that one. I know you didn't learn that one. over
right,
there.
coach.
There's no shot
He
you
just
learned that
wanted to
from him.
impress Darren. That's it, bro. It all makes sense now.
There's no way you learned that from him.
For 19,200.
All right. Looks
So
like
it's
Steve
two
opened with
players,
ace
okay,
jack
what
offsuit.
Even when I
Omar
told him
3-bet
before
all
he
in
was
for
famous, he had that
19,200.
move in his repertoire.
Oh, he's all full.
You folded?
I played a lot of hands.
Darren,
Sort
he
of,
was
you know,
into you.
our suited wheel aces are good 3-bet shoved hands, especially for this, 19 big
Says a
blinds or
guarantee
so.
win if he calls
It actually
out,
puts
right?
Steve in a
If I bust you
tough spot
twice
here
in
with
one day,
ace jack
it's a big
offsuit,
tournament. It's
which really
5,300
is
bucks to get in.
right on the
It's
border.
a
Like
lot
he'd
of
certainly
money.
be folding his ace tens,
I don't-
and he might
I
even
have a
possibly fold
conscience,
this.
you know?
Yep,
And
sure
he
does.
was, yeah.
He's got a baby coming too. And baby needs shoes.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I think that's right on the border that I probably would have often ended up folding that as well here. But anything stronger, I think we call. We're going to call with our ace queen. We can call probably with our even our ace jack suited.
Seat 6 fold. Seat 7 fold. Seat 8 fold. Seat 9 fold.
A lot of trash so far.
Full.
Seat 1 fold.
All right, Darren's going to open up the action. Ace-9 offsuit in the cutoff.
Seat 2 raises to 22,000.
Didn't say nothing about us not eating.
4 calls.
Yes,
Caldo had some options
No,
here
brought this
from the
from
small
home.
blind, but
Oh, wow.
Yep.
chose to just call here with ace 3 suited.
Home cooking. Nothing beats that.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly might not want to go out of your way to do some 3-bets against, you know, the toughest opponent out of position.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, change a lot.
Matt joined with a 7-4 suited. His 4 is going to take the lead on the flop. Caldo also flopped a tray. And Matt chose the lead out here.
Blood move.
I finally won my first hand. I feel like I just won the tournament.
Folded a pair.
Your pair was probably no good. My pair was probably better. Otherwise, I would have found out.
Should have peeled one. I need Darren to call.
Well, I'm
Reese?
your buddy. I don't see him coming down here no more.
Muscles?
Yeah, muscles.
He's
Mike?
No, Muscles. John Gordon.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Gordon.
I saw. Yeah, that's right. I saw John.
Yeah, he's
last
been,
series with you, remember?
Huh?
We had the exclusive meeting in.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of
He's
laying back.
He stayed. He was in Vegas the whole time.
Oh, he was in
Yeah, he was there the whole time. He's. It's hard to see. It's kind of funny. He's making cakes.
Cakes?
He looks like he's making cakes.
He's making cakes. He's making a rum cake.
Okay. Oh, rum cake.
And he's
Cool.
busy like delivering them, sending them out. I don't know. He's trying to.
Cool.
Yeah. Like expensive. Like you got to pay.
Expensive
Yeah,
cakes.
he's like $34 for a cake or some shit.
Well, okay.
But
Wait, once it tastes good.
yeah, he's yeah, you know, it's a big deal. His whole recipe, some bullshit. And he's that's what he's been doing. He's been busy with that.
Cool.
All right, so Sean limped in, deuce tray suited. Darren overlimped 9-8 off. Steve's going to check his big blind 9-7.
You heard it here first.
Where's,
Muscles, rum
Mike?
cakes.
He's back last night.
Oh, he's here. I didn't even see him.
I believe
Which Mike?
that's his daughter's
Mike D.
company, actually, and if I remember right,
Mike, you
he's
think I was talking about?
helping her out.
My Chip and Petter.
Shout out to John
No,
Gordon.
he back.
I know he begged us.
Oh.
I'm real
He
close.
was at my table.
Huh?
He was at my table.
Yeah, I saw. That's why I saw you.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I was playing the PLO mix.
27.
I can't believe that tally didn't come.
That's what I'm asking you.
I have no idea. That one shocked me.
I'm very disappointed with this.
Steve smashes this flop with top two. Unlucky for
He's,
Darren, who flopped top pair as
shocked he
well.
wasn't here.
Sean
He
with
always
bottom
comes, he
pair,
brings the
just
kids
drawn
and
to a
stuff,
deuce here.
And
Brings him to
And
probably
I have
yeah,
no
he
idea what he's
was
going to do, but he
supposed
does
to
make
like a
the
perfect time for him.
That's what I'm
good
saying.
and
No way it's
disciplined
gonna
folds
He always
here.
comes to this series.
Yeah, this one he never missed.
Where is he? Home?
I guess.
Darren looking for an 8 or a couple of runners.
Heard something kind of funny. That I
Still has a
can't say
lot of
right
equity
now,
with
'cause not
just
many people
while
are
being
listening.
dominated here.
There's a lot
Not
more.
anymore.
There's a lot more. A lot of years right now.
Yeah, too many people listening.
Wow, very
Somebody
sneaky.
shocked he's not here.
Steve turns the full
he'll
house.
say, I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
And it shows up.
As
He
Darren
let
Danny
out on the
checks.
flop and then checks it over.
I'm the best.
Sneaky.
Yeah, he's.
Would have continued betting here. When he leads out on the flop, the 7 shouldn't really hit him
Will's here,
there.
though.
It would look bluffy if he
Kind of
continued
checked
to
it
bet.
twice.
Fucking take him to lunch every
Yeah,
day.
Who doesn't? Someone's
Darren?
Darren's gonna,
Yeah.
he's going to go for value here. Why not?
I expect him to go for value.
I bring him in there every day. Call, yo, where you at? I'm on break. I need dinner.
But he doesn't throw the tip up either.
He does throw the tip.
No way.
Actually throws the tip. Yes, he does.
He's changing.
Almost 10,000 in the pot.
He's saying, I'll say that.
Will,
I'll
Take
say
your
it
time
about
here,
80
Steve, and then I would go big.
7,200.
Credit for the tip, Will.
He knows the truth.
I would go big and hope you're up against an overpair, really. Is the only thing that can...
See him there?
You're not going to be expected to be up against like a bigger 9, given that you have one.
Pretty good.
He lost a bunch of weight. Feels like he's doing some.
He lost weight. He has lost a lot. He kept it off.
Yeah, well, he had the surgery.
Raised relatively
That was
quickly
wild,
and
though.
not
Yeah, a couple
too
years.
big.
He show you what he looked like.
From like a theoretical standpoint here, we actually have a better hand to call
I know
here
Will.
than if we had a hand
Guy's the best.
like a pair of queens or something, or a pair of jacks, because we're blocking 9s full, 9-7. Darren might do some more calling with his 9x hands than he would with his overpairs. But at the same time, does not look like he's really bluffing, but he does call.
That would be.
Don't blame
would be it.
Darren here for making that call. I think he makes this call when he has a 9 here more often versus some of the other hands.
So how'd you like the flop?
I like the turn better.
The turn
He
better,
liked
right?
every street. He liked the flop, turn, and river. He liked it all. Just got better and better.
Nice pot.
I'm glad they got out of that one.
Sean the Taylor,
Had something to do with something.
253,000
Me
gaming
too.
units. Dino
And I
seat
was
7
not
sitting
the
with
way.
104,000.
They make it bigger than everything else.
Blinds are still 500 and 1,000 right now.
Yeah, it's like a buck chip.
Huh?
Like a baccarat chip.
Yeah, let's go play some baccarat after this. Got smoked last night. You heard?
Got a few natural nines on the stream so far. And Galdo
Stole my move.
You out of your mind?
opens up 2,200.
Slow
Pocket eights. Matt's going to defend the button. Ace-7 suited. Blinds get out of the way.
Right around the same? Might be the same hand.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's a slight possibility. That's more in your range than mine.
You down to 7 range? Yep, 7 range.
Nice hand.
The ace-3 of diamonds I folded you on the flop. The 10-4-3.
Yeah.
You hit the 4?
4-7 is good. Guess I was wrong about the 50-50. I was thinking more king queen. You know what I'm saying?
How would you like this table tomorrow, Scott?
King queen.
That's what I said. That's more in your range.
Well, my range.
Take it.
Quite a few more wrecks here than some of our other streams, but absolutely fun table nonetheless.
Thank you.
Sean's got the worst seat, but he's got the most chips.
Win some, you lose some.
Yo, they telling you what everybody has? They're telling you know, the same signals.
You know what I love when I do these streams, Scott?
She's talking to them.
Nobody ever has
They
anything.
tell you what everybody, each hand is.
It's like so amazing when you truly see every hand that
She shook her head, yeah.
like nobody has a real hand. It's
I
just
honestly
fascinating.
don't understand what you asked her, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they telling her.
and I
That's
certainly
what
like,
they
as we spoke about before,
she's
like
live
looking
with
at
that.
this more so than final tables. Because these are, you know, the journeys in the tournament that we all take. We all play day ones, and we rarely make final tables. And yeah, getting to see everybody's hand, really from the outset is more unique, and
Matthew, you hit
you know,
any
I find it
PLO
more
tournament
interesting
yet or
anyway.
no?
Absolutely.
First
I
board,
know by now you probably hit like
So much more relatable.
first,
Well, you're going to be more deeper here when you're playing at final tables. It's generally a lot shallower.
first 4 days I made
It's a lot
3
nittier at final tables. You have to fold a lot.
haven't
Playing for
And it's a lot of
ICM.
just running into flips and seeing what happens too, which is fair part of the end game, but not always the best for the viewer.
Right, we get to play for, you know, we're playing for chips here as opposed to playing
I
for,
just
you know,
won the 100K
playing
guarantee.
for ICM and
jumped it
dollars.
9 ways.
Yeah, I
Last
saw it.
Sunday,
At a PLO 5,
It's a little bit more
can't
pure.
remember what I got. And there was
This plays closer to a cash game would.
the mixed PLO
Yeah,
I ran
definitely.
deep in. Another something, I don't remember. Big O. Big O I got 4th. Some
All
other
right.
one.
Some sick brags in
That's
there.
your game, man.
That's my best game. Big O.
Matty
Big
B
O's my best game,
recapping
for sure.
his summer success.
Because people swear that ace-ace
For
deuce
us at
is
home.
nuts. Yeah, keep playing just ace-ace deuce.
Fifth
High
place
roll.
finish, I think it was, in the $1,500
Back
Big
and
O at the
forth,
World Series.
They don't get it. You know, Shawn, I really thought I was going to win the bracelet this year. When I got 4th, that one hurt my heart.
Something about tournaments when you final table them, they just hurt so much. When you don't win, of course.
I have Jack.
You get so close.
Going up, sir. I don't have enough chips.
Why you get to be disappointed 999 times out of 1,000.
No problem, buddy. Just because you said it.
Matty B with the angry open.
2300.
9-10 suited.
Steve's mucking the queen
What are
10
you putting
suited
high
next
roll?
door.
They took this room.
Dino's
25K
going
in
for
it.
some 3-bet chips with 7-8 suited. I like it.
Dino has been putting the pressure on.
They had
I remember playing
Couldn't make it.
Hold'em with Dino years ago at the Borgata.
54. Only got 10 people.
Yeah, I saw
11.
I saw like
10
4.
or 10?
10.
Wow. 10 with 1 rebuy?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't.
Yeah. Because I saw
So
you.
it actually got 5 people.
I think I saw 11. So if it's 10, it's with somebody rebuy probably.
They play right in that room?
Dino flops
know,
more of a
yeah,
piece
they
than
did.
Matt does here. Gut shot to the nuts.
They did.
The overs in the backdoor flush draw.
Yeah.
That's what it's one, because they play.
Matt
used to play
cannot continue here.
Yeah, fires
Yeah, I
1/3.
remember when the 50K
Gotta be
used
enough.
to bring in a lot of people, remember? Used to bring in, what, at least
Window card was nice. After that, it was ugly.
30, right?
Be like, yeah.
30, 40,
Yeah,
my
30s.
biggest.
Lines are up 6-12.
Well, the Monday 25K is a 1 million guarantee, so there will be plenty of players battling the high roller scene.
I can't share the same amount.
You win it? You didn't win anything? You didn't win anything?
No. 3, 4, 5. I haven't won very many hands, buddy.
Well, at least
Rough couple.
your attitude's still good, though. That's good. That's a good part.
Yeah, whatever. Until I go outside and I start punching walls and breaking machines and shit.
You stopped?
Huh?
You mean last night you stopped?
I don't know nothing.
Pocket eights for Matt.
K5 raises to 3,000.
Blinds have gone up. We are now playing 600 and 1,200 blinds. Got about an hour left in our coverage.
7 folds.
Big thank you to everyone that has tuned in so far. It's an interesting
bless you.
spot. Pocket eights versus 8-7 suited versus 8-7 offsuit.
Matt went for the big open. We are up. Blinds are up 6-12 now.
2.5x.
All right, we won the second hand.
There
You
you
know?
go. You're on fire.
He's heating up.
Daniel made a very disciplined
Probably
fold on
gonna
the
put it in
button
if
there
you
with the
agree
7-8 suited.
Yep.
Was dominated.
I was just gonna call.
No, I wasn't sure if you were thinking about it.
I was just gonna call.
He can still 3-bet and fold. That's allowed.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was going to call.
No 3-betting on that one.
Whoa.
A lot of people out there doing some real weird shit, so I wasn't sure if they're doing the same thing. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, these Hold'em
This is
players
my
are playing
first
like
call.
it's Big O.
This guy literally tried to hand me his chips. I lost.
That's the best thing. Isn't it? He's trying to puke him up.
I
He
mean,
goes, that's good.
no, it went on the flop. I mean, I couldn't even believe how it went down. We have king, queen of hearts in the cutoff. We raise. He's in the big. He 3-bets. I 4-bet him because I know he's tilting off. He flats. Flop comes out ace of hearts, 10 of hearts, 3. He checks.
2,500.
His face, and he 10 calls with 10 jack offsuit and holds up. I was talking. I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, what were you thinking? He goes, you know.
At which point in the hand will you ask him what he's thinking?
Yeah.
I like to know what he's thinking at any point
On the
in the hand.
flop, I'm like, I mean, after the rip, I'm like, I don't know how I lose that. He goes, I just play bad. That's what he says. I just play bad.
That he played bad.
That's what he said. He goes, I just play bad.
I
That's
think
what
he's being pretty honest. And that's what.
I respected him. You know.
Daniel opened 2,500 in the cutoff here. Gonna lay it down to 3-bet all in. Playing about 24, 25 bigs
Yeah.
effective. Darren just
Would you
sent him
want
in.
to
I guess it doesn't matter, right? in about an hour and 10 minutes, I'll just see. How long is the delay on this?
Yes.
There's a delay.
30? All right, so I'll be able to see in exactly 54 minutes.
30 minutes or what?
You guys make boring fucking toes.
He's like, for what?
I mean, I'm not bored.
These guys,
these-
these guys say, get rid of that crew. Put another crew in.
A bunch of mutes, bro. I'm making everyone at the table laugh. You are. Got a freaking
Darren had to be getting going.
Yeah, Matt was a much needed addition to this table.
Poker clown?
Huh?
Are you the poker clown?
I don't like when people call me a clown, but
I thought you liked that.
About to
I
get
know
New York real
Renee's
quick.
telling me to be quiet, like usual.
C4 raises to 2,700.
Galdo pocket 10s, 2,700s the raise.
Yeah, me and Renee got this thing. She always thinks I'm too loud, so she'll walk across the room and just go, shh. I know it's directed at me. Been going on for a long.
100%.
It's been going on for a long time. I heard that. See, I distracted her. Works every time.
Dino calls 2,700 with his pocket sevens. Omer
First
now
hand,
pocket
I shove it.
jacks.
Good boy.
Flyer, second.
All
hand.
in.
Yeah, I played 2 hands.
21,200. Shawn with pocket eights in the big blind now.
Me and you
We got 4 middling pairs in here.
This is going to be a weird spot for Shawn. I have no idea what he's going to do here. He's got several people behind him now.
You're his tuner.
No fear. He's going for the second KO.
He wants to barbecue you for a second time.
I mean, if I'm James, you're under the gun.
Did you
Oh,
say
wow,
raise?
he's raising.
He did. He said raise, man.
My friend likes playing with you.
If Shawn had just called,
Hope you have a
I'd feel pretty
afternoon.
comfortable if I were James under the gun to stick it in.
Raise, my man. Great
Fuck,
But
you don't
now
want
I'm not going to feel good with 2 10s here.
He said he's mad at you for not getting your shit tailored by.
Can't really be sort of completely bluffing because he is facing it all in.
to get a heads up.
So he has to have a hand good enough to sort of call it all in to an extent.
Wow. Really curious to see what Caldo does here.
This is a really gross spot
1,000%.
for James. I mean, if it was against, normal players, tighter players, he could sort of much more easily fold this. Oh, this is Caldo, excuse me. Well,
I know
that's why I got confused with the James. But, yeah, really tough spot for Caldo.
He lays it down.
Because we had to find out.
Discipline fold.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's gonna.
And this is the other part of it is he might not be beating the all-in player, right? So it is multi-ways. Shawn is the most important part, but there's still a main pot he's got to compete for.
Yep.
Oh, he's putting his bag down. Amateur
he
move
would've
there.
won the side, or if he holds, he would have won the side, which was a little bit bigger.
8 ball is coming.
Yeah, it would have been a profitable spot for
You
sure.
got your tuner on the line.
Of course.
Reel him in.
All one
You
card.
see me open, tell the truth.
Guarantee you
I
three,
saw
three, three diamonds on the flop.
Right in the window.
There's 2 diamonds. I was close.
Very close. Very close. Mine was close.
Looking good.
Chop with a 9.
Nice hand.
Jack's full for Omer. He's going to double up.
My man, 50
Oh,
grand.
no,
Good
they would
hand,
not
bro.
have chopped.
Beat him.
A little bit of redemption, you know?
Bullet for it. He took it for it. Stand up and
Things are changing around here.
I mean, the money, because I put it, yeah, I'm
That's
not
yours.
gonna, gonna make this.
It's going to reverse now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna make.
All those are yours.
The tide has
Oh,
turned.
that's what he put in there, 40.
The worm is
That's your
earned.
tuna over
he
there.
didn't put in 40, though.
He put in 20, okay, yeah.
He put in 18, right?
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Had
I'm
all
gonna make money.
He deserves one hand.
You would have made money.
I'm gonna lose this, I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be back to
Deserve
50.
one hand.
You make
Nice hand.
30. You make 15,000.
You play it.
I would have. I would have folded. I would have played the same way as you, buddy.
Darren knew exactly what it was.
Darren, you would have folded that too, right? Yeah. I was just playing. I already knew the hand.
I would love to know.
So it's funny. I knew that you guys had that 10-10.
I'd love to know. I'm going to get there.
Quite the hand.
Second hand I play. Call, all in, raise. I'm an empty fucking seat.
Bro, don't worry about me. I played 2 hands. This guy snapped 3-bet me.
Dino picking up
Beat
the
me in
ace king
powers to
offsuit.
3-bet that hand.
Raises to 2,500.
Reasonable. Uh-oh, here comes the heater.
Pocket tens now.
Don't call the heater yet.
3-bet for Omer. 7,000.
Very, very quick 3-bet here.
He popped your cherry though, you beat him, right?
Darren mucking the king queen off on the button.
That's it.
Yeah, you got. Was killing them all day.
Might
Dealer
just
friendly.
rip it here.
Got you. Now you have change for him too. Perfect.
He might call. He might go all in. There isn't a ton of room for him to 4-bet not all in. He'd have to take a very small 4-bet sizing if he does that.
I do kind of like 16K,
Yep.
a tiny bit more than all in.
If he does 4-bet, it should be in that 14 to 16K range. But because once he makes it 20, which he is doing, he makes it over 20. He's committed himself.
Yeah, it's almost like there's no room to
Looks even
leave.
stronger.
Yeah, exactly. There's less chance of him folding.
He's made it. Dino's made it so big here that on the off chance that he actually was bluffing, he'd have to call off anyway.
Right.
Like if he had ace-5 suited and was bluffing with it, he'd still have to call, facing an all-in here. This sizing, you know, over
Yeah.
half of
I'm
Omer's
not him.
stack is it's just too much.
This is true.
Dino's little wordplay might have just really sold to Omar here that he's got a good hand.
But yeah, I agree with you. I would have gone around 16K. And if not, I would have preferred just jamming here, but it probably won't make much of a difference here.
I think it depends on how I think my opponents are going to play against those two things.
It might work here nonetheless.
So that's, I can say that.
I still can't believe you didn't hit a
I don't think there's anything that 22 accomplishes that 16 doesn't, though. It's kind of. Do you think it actually changes any parts of the range?
No, I do think because when you make it 16, you leave enough room that there's a possibility that you're bluffing, and now you allow your opponent with some of his bluffs to keep bluffing at you.
Right.
Now, if your opponent has, you know, some of those natural bluffs, some of those ace-5 suited, ace-4 suited, king-queens, maybe he'll stick it in your face if you make it 16K. But now when you make it so much,
I think it lets your opponents make more mistakes.
But what I don't.
Such a nit.
Yeah, it looks like Omer's going to fold
Yeah,
here.
I think he is going to let it go. Yep.
Well, people I don't think do hear often enough in these spots when he does choose to make it 22K as opposed to shoving is calling is really I think a better option here than jamming. And the reason is because your opponent so much of their bluffing range contains an ace, as well as their sort of value not bluffing range, like ace king, ace queen, that you can sort of call in position there and then continue and stack off when the flop doesn't contain an ace.
Right.
I wasn't folding.
You sure?
I felt that was.
He's not him, by the way.
I'm not him. I don't have eights there.
Yeah, it was so interesting. When Dino reminded him that I'm not Shawn, there was like a complete change in Omar's body demeanor. He was just like, "Yeah, you're right. You're not Shawn."
I didn't have a clue.
I did.
Personally.
Yeah, he knew because that statement go way back.
Way back.
It go way back.
I thought you had sevens. Because you're not him.
I'm not him. I got below the eights. I can't be as good as him. 25.
It could have been nines.
Hold to Darren in the cutoff. He's going to open at 2,500, 6-5 suited.
Feels like a starting stack.
Yeah.
Paul's mucking the jack 10 on the button.
You didn't want to give all the chips for a
You've had a lot of those like tens, jacks in weird spots all day.
A lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Huh?
Matty doesn't want to defend.
How many levels we played?
King 7 against Darren there.
I don't know.
Maybe me throwing it. Usually me throwing it.
You get lucky.
No, I threw my big one.
When you have an image like Darren does, you get people to, lay down their big blinds and not defend as often, as well as people tend to potentially open into his big blind less as well. So
he gets a lot of walks, I'm sure. We were talking about this with Chance earlier in the stream, where I'm sure those types of players have to get so many more walks than your average player, just because people don't want to play against them.
Yep, they get walks and they get to take down the big blind uncontested.
Yeah, they steal a lot more blinds just because. Look, it's a game of incentives, and sometimes the incentives are I could play with the other players and not with the guys that are incredibly sharp.
Right, and nor is that a bad strategy. I'm not saying you should never open the great players' big blinds, but it should, change things on the margins. If you have a hand that would be normally marginal and you have the best player at the table in your big blind, it might be wise to not open.
Sure.
Put the camera on. Excuse me? Look is good, right?
Look at this guy.
Did he say he's getting better cards? I've been here 20 minutes.
Got 180.
I'll take two.
I was getting better hands, I swear. Ask them.
I don't want to, bro. I just want to get to your. If I get to your chips,
I didn't think it kind of looked a little.
Yes,
if I
my
could just get that many chips today, I'll be extremely happy, sir.
Sweetie, can I have a decaf, cream and sugar?
Daniel opened the ace-queen suited at 2,500. Omar defends. Early position.
Shawn hasn't played a hand in a while.
Yes, thank you.
Couple sneaky straight draws here.
Oh, so I can go over there and use my
Jack
phone
10
real quick?
Broadway draw, 5
Great.
tray wheel
See,
draw.
Darren always put me on to something, buddy.
Top pair for Daniel. Top kicker, best hand.
Daniel with the effective nuts here.
Yeah.
Because opponents don't generally have ace, king, aces, or kings here. But they
Probably
both
not a lot
do
of
pick
king
up.
deuces.
Yeah, they both do pick up gut shots.
The link. You know the link? Do you know the link for this? Could you help me just...
But they're
us
just
up
not
front,
deep
please.
enough to be fishing for this here.
It was
And Daniel
for
doesn't even have 10
hard
times
two
that
phones.
bet amount
I
behind
need
of
this one.
2,700.
Yeah.
So the implied odds of making your
Could you just
straight there, you're just not going to get
help
paid
me
off
send the
enough
link?
Yep.
when you do get
Could we
there.
get
What a move, girly.
Could we get it from here or no?
You're welcome.
Okay, show me how to do it.
And another pot for Daniel.
The live stream.
So for 30, so we do 500 today. They have 409 yesterday. That's under, right? What did you say, 1,100 last year? I said everything was up.
Yeah, but 1,100 was a lot.
Where's the YouTube? It's somewhere.
That was, you know,
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, but every event has gone
Everyone's down.
like down like 20-30%.
Yeah, everyone's done.
Everything's down 20%?
Yeah.
here especially.
Why did you think that was? Because Turkey? What do you
I'll tell you, Cherokee is huge.
Cherokee has the WPT right now, or WSOP circuit, one or the other.
Where's that at?
Circuit.
North Carolina, close, you know what I'm saying? So all the guys
But that
from
always was in this time?
They're advertising the competitors.
That's right, Omar. Tell him.
Oh, they'll cut it all out.
Hollywood
Hard Rock don't.
Bleep these guys.
they'll edit it.
Yeah, they'll beep us out.
I'm the mayor. They call me the mayor of this place. I'm definitely not rooting for nobody else. I promise you.
You got it?
This is my favorite place to play.
Right.
Thank you, Caldo.
It's close to my house. Nah, this is the best poker place in the whole East Coast, by far.
Whole East Coast. All right.
I
we'll
wish
take
it
it.
all. I wish we didn't have to go out west.
Scare you? Is that why you're saying all this? Like we're promoting?
I got a little nervous. Yeah, I think I pull my plug.
You might get banned.
Yeah. Please. What else I got to say to get banned?
Somebody had a talk into Caldo, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not really a position raiser.
You're not?
Not really.
Matt, open the button 3,200.
And I'm supposed to peel here. Supposed to peel, but I'm
Let me
gonna
see. I'll show you. Show me.
yeah, I got a king.
I got one of those. I'm sure mine's better.
What was it? Yeah. Supposed to peel.
I believe it's suited.
A lot of showing
You
cards.
don't peel.
You're supposed to on the
I pulled it.
There is something about, because they can't hide the cards at any point, and
I
like
don't listen to
it will be
computers.
shown 30 minutes later. There is a little more
And it
willingness
becomes
to reveal
king
them on
jack
stream.
or
I
king
felt like
six.
it's not
Greg,
completely concealed
you, Matt would
information.
never say nothing in you for the hand. You wouldn't even bother him.
You would definitely hear about it.
How did you play that?
we used to
How you
laugh.
do it? 100%. I think everybody knew I was bullshitting.
Not everybody here knows
Yeah,
that
that's true.
well. I mean, pretty well.
Really?
The gentleman to your
Everybody
right, I don't
knows.
think- I don't think-
Everybody knows you.
I don't think the gentleman
All right,
to your right
king,
knows
queen
me that
offsuit
well.
for
I think he
Omar
knows
under the
me
gun.
A little bit.
Really?
The guys to my left have no clue who I am.
I have no clue. No clue. I like playing with you though.
Thank you. I enjoy playing with you too, buddy. I'd much rather be playing 4 or 5 cards with you, but I'll settle.
That's why I don't play 4 or 5 cards.
I'll settle for this.
I have a hard enough time figuring out what I got with 2 cards. 4
I don't know,
cards.
you
and
seem like
5
you're doing
cards,
pretty well.
Crazy.
Caldo in the
Should've
hijack
photo
calls
bombed
the
this
8-7
thing,
suited. Steve comes along pocket 4s. Daniel in the big blind, ace-7, gonna let it go.
Wonder what the computer says about that one.
Yeah, we probably continue. We could probably even do some squeezing there with that ace-7 offsuit. That'd be a little getting out of line.
King Queen has a flush draw here, the single queen of diamonds. Got a lot of equity over the other hands.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be enough to win this hand. I'm surprised Omer does not put in this bet here.
A little surprised myself. Caldo
with
no equity.
The real nothing burger here.
The real nothing burger.
The 8 high, no diamond, no draw.
Should be enough for the pocket forwards to get out of there. Now back to Omar. Playing 38,000. This 51 is certainly
not going to be folding.
Yeah, calling seems a little quirky, but I don't think folding's in play.
A little awkward if you raise here.
Yeah, I was trying to
down.
think 38 just feels like kind of too much to check raise, but I'm not. Yeah, maybe an 11-5er is my favorite option, but
I would have bet myself.
Yeah,
here.
I feel like I just would have bet here, so I'm not going to get.
This is an awkward situation for him. He does just go for the call. Once he does check, I don't mind calling, and the reason why is if he does go for that raise and does get jammed on, it wouldn't be a good spot for him. Caldo does pick up a gut shot on the turn. Gut shot that would be no good if the 10 rolls off.
Still just the non-diamond 8s or 7s to give him fourth pair would be his only win conditions.
It would have been a good spot here for Omer to lead now when he did. Oh my God!
Jeez.
Take a water.
The nothing burger backdoor.
Backs into the straight and doesn't look like either one of them has a flush, so they probably, they both feel great about that run out.
Oh man.
Omer, though, has the nut straight and is blocking flushes.
Omar's most likely betting. It's just a matter of does Caldo raise. I would lean yes, and I think that I would.
It depends on the sizing that Omer chooses here, and I think he went smallish, like a third pot, 7,000-8,000.
One person could have bought me with you.
What is what?
Oh, he must have called.
No.
I think he snap called, and that was his hand funeral, not his.
Oh. Yeah, he must have flipped over the hand,
called,
and then threw it, showed. Yeah,
I think that's what happened.
However, if I'm in Caldo's shoes there,
I was saying I probably would have found a raise there.
I think I would have found a raise, and I certainly would have thought about it. He just like snap called, didn't even think about it. I mean, like sort of worked out for him here, but I think he should have thought about it a little bit, even if he did wind up just calling.
I would be $5,300 poorer in that seat, so. He's still alive to tell his story.
7, 8 of spades. I know. Yeah. I would just don't go buffer, and then I'd be 10 roll, come 9, 10, I made it straight.
Oh, you made it straight as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom end, you got the top end. You went back to our bottom end, you went right to the
I went for the diamond. Darren was just doing
I folded an ace.
The diamond,
My hand was like,
but the problem with the diamond is you get nothing.
0 chance.
Yeah, he did call.
Shitty, really
That's how you get max value.
Seems like he just kind of casually bucked at the end, but he had already called.
Queen of diamonds.
Then you didn't jam with those tens.
Maybe I would have right now 100K, you never know.
He's sure he was going to win.
I was ahead.
Okay, Sean. Looks like it's time for you to play a
All
hand
right,
again.
he's gonna muck this ace-5 suited.
He's gonna limp. I mean, I've been wrong every time, but I think this is like this has got to be a limp under the gun here.
Yeah,
yep. All right, I got one
play
right.
This one.
1 for 10.
Nobody wants to fold this hand.
Thank you for trying to. Yeah. You're making me feel
So you get the ace-5 suited under the gun. If there's ever a limp, it's gonna be this hand.
All right, 10-8 coming in there with
I'll take a double.
9 blinds effective, I think.
No disrespect, guys.
Thank you.
You guys get me to 100,000, everyone's in trouble.
I tried to double you up, you said I don't want it. What's somebody gonna do?
Keep trying.
Keep trying, how many times you want me to try?
I get tempted.
I tried to double you
Guys,
up.
like I've told you, I have 10s, it's going in.
Going in.
That's
Going
it,
in.
no questions
Right.
asked.
Told you I'm in there.
10s are better, I'm usually a nit too, but 10s are better right now, money's in there. Right?
100%.
Well, especially you now.
Now those 10s ain't going to the
Yeah,
devil. Now those 10s, you won't get them out of my mitt now.
Plus draw for Paul. Ace-5 high, technically the best hand.
Still has a gutter.
All in
I don't want
for
to root
Paul.
against anybody, but good luck, buddy. Which means I'm rooting against everybody but you.
6,000 in the middle.
This is nearly 2x overbet shove. Sean's thinking about it with the old ace high here. Would be correct. 51%.
Let's it go.
I got a high mid.
Not a flush. I mean, it's
And nice one. Yeah, I was ahead, but
flush.
Button's good. I don't know if you want me to move it at this table.
no.
Flush draw.
Flush draw.
Far.
Sean just has piles compared to the rest of the table.
He's on like a 30K downswing. He just had like 255.
You gotta believe.
He was
He's up stuck.
Yeah, he's up stuck a bunch.
Stopped playing a lot of hands.
He said you just gotta believe in it.
Team rolling.
He was saying, I got a flush, you got a flush.
I'm on the
good?
big blind now. Two.
If you believe it's coming, it's coming. Yeah.
I want to put his head coat, his money in. A pair of fives.
Sean, I'm gonna
Got two
promote.
overs and
Sean,
a pair of fives, you said?
No, I
Sean,
didn't
before
five.
I leave
I
the
needed
table-
a three
Oh.
plus straight.
Sean, before I leave the table, I'm gonna promote your business on the live stream feed. Nice and loud.
The best tailor around.
Sean the Taylor. Way ahead of
You're
you.
right in front of the Hard Rock sign too, so they know it's for real.
Oh, I think we can just stick it in there. You've got a good
Playing the
hand,
wrong
but if
game.
somebody jams on you now,
He at least made it 24 though.
it oh, he's going to be a genius here. So Omer's going to put him in here, or effectively raise.
What does Sean do in the big blind though?
Well, I think Omer's going to make it like
You know that's
9,000, and Sean's going to fold.
He wants to play dealer's choice.
Yeah, I'm with you.
know
I'm a dealer's choice guy.
10,000 and coming right
Always
along.
wrong. Sean's going to go.
for having a conversation, you know. Usually I can't stand the game because no one talks, you know what I'm saying?
I had a feeling
Like
Sean wasn't going
robots with
anywhere.
the headphones in and then that phone watching TV.
Knapsacks.
It's social for you?
What?
It's social? Like
I don't
poker's a
think
social
this
thing.
could reopen the action.
Yeah, I thought
Just rather talk.
Omar would consider that part and try to size it to where it would reopen.
Yeah, he sized it
I
just a
couldn't
little
quite tell
bit
the numbers.
too much.
I might have gone smaller just
Yeah.
in case. But
If he made it
Paul's gonna get away.
89,000, he could have.
now Omar, best hand out of position. Let's see if Sean's gonna put him in the cage.
Oh my
And
God!
just as advertised, top two pair against
Sean-
top pair, top kicker.
Sean's gonna bust him again.
These chips are going all in one way or another, and Sean's gonna probably need to get, or Omar's gonna need to get lucky to stay around.
He's gonna send him home twice in a day here, because neither one of these guys is folding this.
Yep, you can double check it all you need to. That is top two pair.
Question is Sean gonna do it right now?
I apologize, everyone that's listening.
I think he's just gonna put him in now.
Looks like he's about to fold.
All the people you're wrong.
He's selling the story really
It's the
good.
weak mean
Oh,
strength.
yes.
It's
Oh,
just like
yeah.
he's like pretending to be weak, and then now he's gonna decide on going all in.
All right, well, you got to just call out instead of raise here. What do you do? What is?
No,
oh
he's
my
gonna-
God,
he's gonna
look at
raise
that,
for
Look
sure.
at that fake book. Augie almost reached in and snatched him.
I'm just similar.
He's really selling this.
He is. This is
One more card.
But the
one
thing is,
more
the
card.
difference
Okay.
Oh, he says one more card. Oh, it just thinks about it.
like, once I
This
get
is
out
so
the door,
good.
I'm over it.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen.
And of course, Omer's not worried at all. Like he's
Yeah,
he's
Omar's
happy, you know.
celebrating.
Like,
Oh, the
So, I mean,
turbo.
yep.
Look at it. Look at Elias's face here.
Played him like a fiddle.
Shawn the Taylor.
Fuck, he did the old mucking trick too.
Yeah, Caldo saw that. He sold it. He did it all.
Give that man an Oscar.
Wow.
Yes, Oscar nominee. Shawn the Taylor.
Tens, you're definitely good. Guys, shows with nines, he has kings.
Wow.
Four of clubs, not gonna do it. Double KO. Omar, good game. You ran into Shawn the Taylor.
Yeah.
Twice.
I
That was
was.
very, brutal.
I was. Ask them.
That was one
They'll
of the
tell you,
brutal
right?
things I've
Sir,
seen.
you were definitely
in
getting better
this
cards
game.
on the table when you flop top
Get
two
the
versus
two
top
out.
top. Definitely better cards
He
on the
doesn't do
table.
that if he's not on the
Better
picture
start.
table. Like
Because I need to see one.
That was fun. What a hand.
He would have went ballistic. The dealer grabbed
He
the
faked
dealer
him out.
punched and he went.
He faked me.
Sean
He
is
faked me out
peaking.
so hard.
290
But
now.
that always worked. Though, when you say I need to
Yeah,
see
that
one more.
worked. That worked.
And
Yeah. That was
when you say I need to see one more, it always works. And I miss the flop.
I need to see one more.
I need to see one more.
That's nice.
I
I
miss
Hope
Reeled
you're
him
taking
in.
notes at home.
Yeah.
me convinced.
So
Oscar-worthy performance. Sean Lucas, the Taylor, 290,000.
Freaking at me, buddy.
Like, what the
He was
hell?
right. He needed to see one more. Make sure it wasn't a spade.
His cards went in so fast. His chip was like, come on.
That was crazy.
small blind.
Good acting.
I mean, he didn't need the acting, but boy, that was it was going in.
Still strong.
Yeah, that was strong. Especially the old muck trick. I mean, those cards were moving towards the muck.
The dealer reached for him.
All right, see one more.
See, he did it again.
I gotta see one more.
The fake muck, a South Florida tradition like
Sean,
no
you
other.
could force up once now.
I think if he tries to double you up, he's still gonna bust you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I call.
Good. Wish I was saying like that.
Sean the Taylor, limp small blind, 10-9 offsuit. Darren's going to check the king 6.
Anybody want some carrots?
Check.
Queen 6, 6s for Darren.
Fuck her. Queen 8 of diamonds. What was I thinking? Queen 8 of diamonds. I was thinking they can't call a fucking re-raise.
Fair enough, Caldo.
One of the Russian player earlier.
Oh my God! It's the second time.
Makes it easy.
I knocked him out again.
Queen
Oh
6.
God!
He's just realizing he knocked him out twice.
Yeah, you called it.
First position.
Like, I'm sorry to bust you again.
Again, yeah.
I
I knocked the
doubled you
poor,
up and then just took everything
I
back.
knocked the
plus
poor
you
guy
were-
out twice. That's bad.
That was a needle and a
That's
bust.
so bad.
Sean, if you said to him, I doubled you up and then took my chips back and yours,
Right.
fighting.
It was great if you
Took his
put
soul
another
that
speech
time.
in, Like, well, I guess I owe you.
I've been tormenting the guy all day. I swear he's gonna like dream me tonight or something. He's gonna have a
Watch out for
dream.
that.
He's gonna have a dream about me
Better
tonight.
watch out for that voodoo shit, buddy.
He was counting the chips when you put the 10K and he's like, yum, yum.
Oh yeah. He's like, I'm all in.
Should be folding this year, Matty.
Deuces in early position going for an open, 2,500.
65.
6,500 total.
Where's the cutoff? Fold 5s, open 6s, 7s, something like that?
I think we're opening 5s.
All right, fair enough. Thought I saw a queen. Oh, there was a 3-bet to 6,500. The ace queen off.
Huh? No comment? All right.
It's up.
Check in the dark.
Calls the
This
3-bet here.
gentleman.
We're not deep enough here. We're out of position. Dynamic of opening +1, 3-bet +2.
Not the ideal spot for deuces, that's for sure.
I checked in the dark. You don't even got a pair right now. Where you been for?
You're right, Matty, but it's still going to be hard for you to continue.
Trying. These hiccups all day long.
Oh yeah.
All day long.
Wow.
Hiccups just fucking killing me.
Tells him he doesn't have a pair. He's correct, but I don't think it's going to continue anyway. You get that board, you're still beating the ace-king, ace-queens, but you still have to fold, which is why we should just fold pre.
I heard you folded pre-flop.
Right? Ace king. Huh? No good. How'd you beat? Yeah?
Not when you fold.
Darren, I chose.
Can't flat you there.
Huh?
Can't flat there.
I would have. Queen sucks. I had reshove on you.
And I fold.
Yeah,
I want to.
giving away no reason.
Players are going to be getting near the end of the reentry period. So I'm not entirely sure who's on bullet 1 versus bullet 2. We've got about a half hour left in coverage, give or take.
The fuck you keep looking at my blind for?
What are you talking about, bro?
You know, like it's candy.
I didn't know it was on me, man.
He looked at the blind 3 times.
Oh, I can't tell what that shit said. This guy just bluffed me off. This guy just bluffed me, bro.
He bluffed you?
Yeah, fucking guy.
So you tilted? This is a tilt hand. Let me see if I can finish you off. Do I have enough to finish you off?
No, you don't, buddy.
Hold on.
Paul's all in with his ace-7. Matt raised under the gun with ace-9 suited.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't love it, but is going to give him some action.
Not even a
Gonna-
slam. It happens to have him dominating.
Yeah.
It's not. You shouldn't. I wouldn't feel you're ever really ahead here, but he found one of the few hands that Paul can have.
I wonder,
and be a little
wonder how
behind.
much Paul regrets folding those 10s on the first hand of stream. Just open folds 10s to the 3-bet.
Good luck.
Oh, you're walking away, Trick. You're fucked.
Go somewhere else.
I guess I got to stand up too.
No, you can't stand up if you've got him covered. Well, it worked.
No, that was big.
9, big lead. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Thank you.
Pair of 9s for Matt.
Oh, my God, I bust you.
6-4 suited.
Yeah, I saw the 6, buddy.
All right, my man. Nice playing with you. Yeah, call me,
You
right?
might let me
Nice
get
playing with you, brother. Pleasure.
Yeah, okay.
Shot an ace also.
And we're down to 7 players at this feature table.
Two.
Come back from
Playing day 1B of the 5,300 main event
Believe that.
here in Hollywood, SHRPO.
Real had deuces.
Oh.
At the best hand.
Now I don't believe you.
We'll be here for several days, bringing you the action all the way down to the final table.
I'm shoving on you.
Don't forget to cut your mic off.
Especially the number 2.
If you bagged on 1A, make sure you check out the player party. It's going to be outside of Curro in the L bar. If you bring your receipt from the main event, you'll get free entry. Get lots of snacks, hors d'oeuvres, a couple free drinks for everyone. Always a good time. You want to check that out.
Likely to be folding his hand.
They couldn't cut it off from the box or the...
They couldn't help it, bro.
All right, Steve's going to start the action with pocket 10s. Raises 2,600.
Oh, God.
What happened?
You don't want to hear it again. I'm sick as it is.
Shawn the Taylor suited ace 10.
That'd be a mayor.
It's the type of hand he showed up to play.
Like a board meeting, and he went in the bathroom and he forgot the mic on. And he went and he was.
Here's an ad for Blue Stripe.
Dude, everybody in the board meeting was cracking up. All you was hearing is.
Do that last part again. Do the last part again. Do it again.
No.
Please, I want to hear the motorboat.
Dude, everybody was in the board meeting, dude.
Shawn does call the 2,600.
They tried not to laugh, but they couldn't.
Welcome.
That's crazy. Man.
What happened when he came back? You were like, are you all right there?
They all were looking at him like,
Okay. Did you wash your hands?
Got a new player here joining seat 9. All right, hand between Steve and Shawn. King 5. It's like a 1,500 bet from Steve.
What's your problem? What are you looking at?
All right, drinking, what are we doing? We having fun?
Don't worry, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's having
Case 10 on the river.
Even me.
Gonna cause
There's one
Shawn
person
to
having a lot
lose
more
some
fun
chips
than
here.
everybody else.
Yeah, I see.
I imagine it's just going to go bet call.
He's telling diarrhea stories and everything.
45?
Yeah, he's just going to call here.
Have a full house.
Huh?
Full house.
Full house.
Thick case 10 on the river is the only
Casey
hand,
Jones.
only card
Got a
it,
king. Thank
Shawn
God
might
I
lose
folded.
any chips with.
Oh,
Well, that's
shit.
what he was doing.
Yeah.
We get Dylan Lindy now,
How you doing, pal?
filling in the last seat.
Lindy was in the chat yesterday and corrected me that it was Lindy. I was very apologetic for that. I thought it was Lind all along, and
Perfect timing.
sincerest apologies to Dylan.
I should have entered just now too.
Love
I
to
have
see
more
'em.
chips than I have now.
Well, if you get rid of those, you can do what I just said.
No, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't. I can't, buddy.
It's no longer an option.
No, an option.
Yes, sir. It's right there in front of him.
They forget when you guys change the rules, they're so accustomed to
It's the cutoff, too.
the other way.
And what looks like about a starting stack.
Yeah, I think he just said he re-entered.
That's him, buddy.
That means if we're at the end of entry on 1B, he's probably 3 or 4 bullets deep already.
You would have been pissed.
I would have manned it myself, but
Raise.
I'm glad I folded.
Nobody talks about those weekends when you go for 4.
He probably would.
He was going to play slow.
But the fourth one could be the magic one. You never know.
Then he gets rid of it.
Yeah. He would have went check, check, check on that thing.
Daniel getting pocket aces here on the gun +1. Starts at 2,500.
I think Sean's going to give him some action.
Sean's definitely playing this Jack 10.
Look, you can hear my hiccup.
Gave him a very accurate buy-up.
Oh, there you are.
Complete? They asked me what my playing style was.
What'd you say?
Oh, with breath.
Oh. Matty B chose the wrong time to go for the squeeze. If Daniel
11-8. Ace-7
he's
off.
going to be awkwardly committed here
Yes.
when he finds out the bad news.
Daniel find a flat here with Shawn behind?
You do the 50K?
Nah.
Because of how awkward the stacks are?
You might get overcalled by Shawn, but then you sometimes don't get the rest of it post-flop. I think if we're heads up, I would tend towards flatting here.
You break, you get rid of 16 minutes?
No, I don't know.
Sean makes me want to flat a little bit.
This is just an awkward spot.
No, for sure. Obviously, you have aces. There's no real wrong way to play it. Just don't fold.
How much time's left in the level?
I imagine he's just going to put it in there, and he's assuming that Matt's going to call, but Matt might fold here sometimes.
I think
even though
Matt's
he's
going
getting,
to fold. I actually
getting
do think Matt will
prices.
fold to an all-in here.
I mean, if
for the
Matt's
small
up
price.
against kings, he's priced into calling here.
Go.
Matt's going to get a really good price here. It's going to be...
While I do agree, I think he's going to find a fold.
It's going to be about 30K in the pot with about 18K to call. So the only hand Matt isn't getting the right price to call here is
What is
aces.
this on Hard Rock Poker? YouTube Hard Rock Poker. This is on Hard Rock. YouTube Hard Rock? That's what it's called.
Gotta feel good I didn't snap call, right?
No.
No, he's got the one hand he didn't care. He snap called.
I was hoping you snap called.
What's up, Jay?
Poker. SHRPO.
Sam, buddy.
Gonna fold.
He does find the fold. Yep.
Good hand.
It didn't live stream, I guess, right?
Where you go after this? You going to Europe or anything?
Chilling.
Chilling?
I don't hate the thought of it, Matt. I just would have gone a little bit smaller, giving myself a much easier fold.
Like 4 months ago. So I was going to go if she could get the time off, but she can't.
Problem is there when you do make that squeeze. I think Shawn just calls so often there anyway, and you're
Yeah, if it
playing
folds
the
around
hand-
to Sean, and Sean's just recalling a wide range.
Yeah, and you're just playing ace-7 offsuit
You're
out of
just like kind
position.
of swinging blindly
Yeah.
post flop. Gets messy real quick, but I don't know. Maybe he had a read.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Wanted to go with it.
Nice. It's nice when you don't have to.
Wow.
So it looks like Rusty is the name of our player here.
He needs to make it 24, right? Well, he make it 41.
I think we should make him make it 24.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah.
24. No.
I don't want to pay that.
That'd be
Oh, he wants too big.
too big a range.
We're playing limit hold.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Matt calls on the button 4100, ace-6 suited.
This is a big open here.
Yeah, it's just a little untraditional
+1.
spot.
Ace-6 suited, one of our, if not worst, ace.
Kind of a gross spot to 3-bet, too.
We should just be letting it go.
Brick for both players.
Like
Rusty's reaching for
going
chips,
big.
though.
Just like he went big pre-flop, he's going big
Selling
again
the
on
story.
the flop.
Takes it down.
What now?
You still thinking about the mayor?
The mayor?
So the girl was stalking her. And while she was stalking, she's talking to the board.
I think I actually saw this talking about because they
Dude,
gotta be deal about it.
It's on YouTube, dude. That's the funniest shit. Oh my god. She's trying not to laugh, dude, but she couldn't help herself.
Pretty window card for me. The rest was no good.
What's the blind? 12? Call.
Sean's going to limp the ace-4 suited. Darren Elias next door, pocket eights. It's at 35, I believe.
Jesus.
45, excuse me.
He knows eights is going to dominate so much of Sean's limping range.
No way.
Sean's really just been calling everything after the limp. That's a reasonable raise behind him.
You got to get 13 swallows in
Before you breathe.
Yeah, you got to hold your breath and chug 13.
Yeah, hold your breath and chug water.
Right. But you got to get 13.
You do sips.
12 won't do it. You got to get to 13.
I think if you hold your breath.
Sean does get a piece of it here.
Possible?
Next time
Darren is certainly going to bet this here
Breathe
with
in,
only
hold
one
your breath for as long
overcard,
as
the
you can.
jack,
See if
with the
that
backdoor
does
straight and
anything.
flush draws with
There's
2 eights
another
here.
one I can.
Hand that requires some protection.
There's another one I can do.
Last time Sean had bottom pair, he check raised
No,
it.
hold your breath and do 13 jumping jacks.
Does that one work? You're just making shit up right now.
That's what happened.
Well, whether Sean was intending it or not, he had a much better bottom pair to check raise with because he had the backdoor draws. Here he has neither backdoor draw.
Indeed.
Oh, wow.
Make yourself. Here you go.
Best card in the deck for Sean because the ace might not have gotten paid, but the 4 I think is going to.
Definitely.
All the
Everything
draws
missed.
missed.
Literally everything except a 4 missed.
5, 6, 9, 10,
Darren's
spades
not
all
going
missed
anywhere.
here.
He
Yeah.
would, Darren would have called a lot bigger bet, I think.
Yeah, he would have. He made it way too cheap here.
Trip fours again. Trip threes, trip fours. You know how to do it.
Scaring a person?
Putting on a clinic. Sean the Taylor.
It's kind of the same thing. I was trying to hit, he's trying to get me to hiccup.
On the end of this level?
No, but that's amazing.
And what?
That'll be $2,500.
Hey,
Almost 300,000 in chips for Sean Lucas.
You said 10.
Completely put on a clinic today.
That's what I was going to have to give him if he did it on
On command.
That's why I said it quick.
Also gonna do a race off and take the black chips off.
Are we going back to table?
We're going back to table 20? We're going back to table 20? We're done with the camera?
I tried to do it slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 hours.
If you guys have made it so far into the stream, I got to say thank you very much for tuning in.
Dealer, you want to pass
Been a
me
pleasure to bring you guys the action.
a rack, please?
Jesse Fullen called the early action. Scott Baumstein with me at the end here.
Say something?
He's going to go back for
25.
day 2 tomorrow, so good luck to him.
Very exciting.
I love this event, man.
First day 2 in a long time.
you are stupid.
Feels good.
So you do
What, Sonny?
You get out of here. I do remember.
I don't know. I don't think you're that stupid, but.
Raise 2,400 total.
All right, Lindy playing his first hand, queen jack off.
Oh, so they picked all you up? From, they grabbed one table?
Yeah. We came from table 20.
We're going back.
We're going back to 20.
We're going back.
That was the fucking worst thing I've ever seen.
24.
Told me to hiccup.
They're gone?
They're
As
gone?
soon as he realized that you couldn't make
You see what he did?
No.
Daniel can certainly put in a call here. King 10 suited from the small blind, and
Yo,
it does.
Right now,
I am believing it worked. It worked.
that's not what his intentions were when he told you to hiccup.
No, that was your intention, right? That was your intention.
No, my intention was when I said do it for 10 grand right now, it's to, shock you and then.
Do it for 10
Yeah,
grand.
that was what he was trying to
I didn't
do.
hear him say do it for 10 grand.
No, if he gave me a legit hiccup, I would have gave him $10,000, but he couldn't do it.
No one could do it.
So he says.
No, he can if you have them.
I'm not kidding. Hiccup for me right now.
But no. I'm just saying when you have them, I was taking a calculated risk, but.
It's 3,600.
I didn't hear the 10,000 part, so I didn't know.
Well, that part.
I should have got some odds or something.
See bet from Lindy, gonna take it down.
Dylan sizes up that hand on this board so that he can get some stronger hands, some stronger king highs and ace highs to fold.
It was good. Yeah, I would have appreciated that. But,
I would have said, yo, give it to me.
Yeah, he definitely said, well, give it to me then.
he's over there trying to get hiccups right now.
You don't want it
That
out,
was
take it.
impressive.
Got a couple of people I know I need a car, I can get it for them.
What do you, my moped? Can't buy a car no more for 10 grand.
What are you talking about? You get a used car, 3,500.
Very used.
5,000, some shit.
Pretty sure Caldo hasn't bought a $5,000 car in 40 years.
I want to get a pit too.
We had to go with a table 20 to do it like that. Come on. Dance it up. Dance it up.
No dance.
No
Yeah,
dance.
all of our seat fours today have had very nice gold Rolexes.
Four side, two four side.
Mention that shit.
I got 2 4 sides right now. Watch that. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. I'll show him.
Ooh, that's a lot of information to be given in the middle of a hand.
No, that's the second time I saw it.
I know.
The only double four-sider hitting the mucks 10-9 off.
I didn't fuck around with it. Not like I used to. Nothing like that.
You know
Not
what?
what,
This dangerous thing I'm doing here
Put down.
against
Danger.
Stranger danger.
You don't.
You got it. Easy. Queen high.
Raise and take from Rusty.
But
9.
We only got 5 more minutes. I don't want to get in trouble.
Is it 9 or 8?
Advanced clock management for Shawn.
Sean's announced that he
In the middle.
wants to stay out of
Yeah,
trouble.
he's gonna cruise it for the next 5 minutes.
2 4 sides.
I had 2 4 sides, buddy. I had 9 10.
It's
I'm a 9 10 off suit.
It's either or either.
I love when I get 2 4 sides with a 9. That's never guaranteed natural.
I have one long side. in my
Yeah,
first
it's a
card.
guarantee. Yeah, once you see 9, the first card, it's a guarantee natural. Yep.
I got killed yesterday.
You give him action?
My phone's gonna be dead.
You guys want to make some natural nines? Don't be afraid to check out the pits here at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Degenerate, buddy.
Why don't you stay here?
I usually do stay here, but I'm not staying here tonight.
Lindy under the gun. King Jack offsuit. 2,400's the raise.
is it 24?
Yes, sir.
Call.
Rusty defends the button. Ace tray suited. Elias comes along 5-6 off in the big blind. Lindy middle pair and an open under.
Lindy has a big range advantage here, so which means he's probably going to do some betting here with all of his holdings, and that means he has a lot more stronger hands than his opponents do in this position. Like, he's the only one with ace-king here. He's the only one with aces, kings, queens, and he probably has a lot more jacks and tens. His opponents could have some jacks and tens, but they're going to be doing some free betting with those as well. So he just smashes the board here because he was the opener and it went call. So because of that, he gets to bet.
The one I lost it was hilarious, though. I mean, I just come king. You see, come 3 times he raised pre-bet 7, 8 spades. Come king.
Yeah, I saw that. He went backdoor straight. He went straight on.
He went straight.
Yeah.
Put my hand straight in the muck.
You could give me some black chips if you like 500. Oh,
I'll give you 1,000?
yeah, give me 1,000. Yes.
Sean the
I
banker
didn't
now.
mind, but I have a feeling I'm either blind again in about 2 hands.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you go. This might be the last hand.
No chance this is the way.
Drawing dead on that one.
Very, very. Actually, no, you're not drawing that, but very, very slim chance.
Fucking no way to eat him.
There's a break after this.
This might be the last hand. Who's taking the over and the under on this?
I'll take. It's definitely another hand.
At 20. And then we do. Okay, cool.
I get 500.
All right, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bunch of trash.
Okay.
Let's make it 6.
All right. That's
Well, 5x on the button.
puts Dylan in a cage here, I'll tell you that much. He's got queen 10 suited in the big blind.
Yeah, if he was facing 3,000, 3,500 here, a lot of options are easier.
And he's not certain what to do right here.
Yep.
He is going to call.
It's going to make some decisions a little bit easier for Dylan.
5.
Dylan's just going to call here
Yeah,
as
I think
well.
that's the most viable play.
He could do some raising here. If he does raise, he's asking himself, is he committing himself into this hand?
You said you were right next to
He
me.
could go 15,000 and just go with this.
Just played the
Fair.
PLO mix. I saw
Because your
yesterday.
opponent is calling real wide here. He's going to have, he's showing up with all sorts of hands. He's going to have some, and he is doing that. He's going to have weaker 10s, 3x, 4x, just overcards. And believe you me, Dylan, unlike the other players at the table, is not folding.
Wow.
He gets snapped, effectively jammed on here, but
Yeah.
I do not believe that Dylan is folding. I'm surprised how quickly Shawn just 3-bet him there.
Imagine being Dylan and just like he probably has zero experience with this guy.
Yeah, he just sat in the table. He's never seen him before.
Probably
he just
wasn't watching the stream.
Yep.
He was yesterday, but I think he was already out at the time.
I'll tell you that
This is not an easy spot.
How quick Shawn put the chips in that pot right there looked very strong to me. But yeah, Dylan is not.
Dylan makes the right choice.
He made the choice.
Goes with it.
Yeah, he made the decision that once he 3-bet on the flop that he was going with it. But I think he was a little surprised with how quickly he was jammed on.
Right.
In fact, he hasn't been called yet. He went 35,000, all in 54,000, and now Shawn's thinking over. He's getting 5-1 on a call here. And he is putting it in.
You ready for these?
He's going to need a king, a 3, or backdoor spades.
54-1. I just flip your card, Sean.
Yeah.
And it looks like this might actually be the last hand because of how much action this had. Shawn wanted to collect his bets he made with Caldo this being the last hand, so he took forever.
I can just leave, correct? You go on my break, all right?
You racing here? Or?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Diamond draw.
Oh, Dylan's got going with a 10 or a diamond.
Yes.
Wow.
Full house.
I told
Hits
you.
it twice.
Darren's face.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Such a well-played hand by Dylan Lindy.
Dylan, always the gentleman.
Always the gentleman. Wow.
Exactly.
Shawn the Tailor brutalized this table. 355,000. Basically has the rest of the table covered almost.
Yeah, give me,
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Rest of the table only has about 400,000
Yeah,
combined.
yeah. Just an absolute smoke show today. So much fun. Thank you all for tuning in. That is really going to wrap up our coverage.
Runner,
Scott, thank you so much for joining me. Honestly, after you got to watch this, how excited are you to get in there tomorrow?
I can't wait. I hope they give me this table.
This is unreal action. So best of luck to you and your roughly 100K.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the channel. My name is Michael Lockie, tuning out. Thank you. Tomorrow at the exact same time and channel. Good luck.